In this video, I'm going to make an in-depth analysis of a drop servicing store that is currently doing over $100,000 consistently every single month. And you can only imagine what are those numbers during Q4. We are going to go through everything. We're going to look at their website, at their product page, how they're structuring the layout of the product page, and what are the different little things they're doing to get the customers to spend more when they are buying. We'll also take a look at their social media accounts. What are they doing to get people to engage with them? And we'll also take a look, most importantly, at their advertising. What are they doing in terms of advertising? How are they getting people emotionally triggered to go ahead and make an impulsive buy when they see an advertisement in their newsfeed? So with that being said, sit back, relax, have a cup of joe, and let's get straight into this video. So what is this super successful drop servicing website that is doing over $100,000 per month? Drum roll please. It's called pettoonies.com. So let's take a look at their website first. Now this is their homepage, and as you can see right here, the way they're positioning is that they are positioning themselves as one artist who is drawing these illustrations of these pets. Now, my guess is that it is not one person, but it's a whole business and they have a whole team, but that is just the way they do their marketing to create scarcity, right? Because when a person comes to the website, he's probably thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna buy today, I'll buy later and whatever. But when it's just one, when they position themselves as just one artist and they have a limited amount of orders available to receive today, this creates scarcity. And just in a second, I'm going to show you their product page and I'm going to show you how they do that. So let's take a look at their homepage. They have how many followers they have on Insta. They have Trustpilot here, I think. No, that's not Trustpilot. That looks like Trustpilot, but they have their followers here. So as you can see, this is their homepage. I mean, it's a really good homepage. They have a little video here as well. They have all the reviews, and you can contact them as well. So let's go back to, now let's go to their product page. So if we go to their product page, you can see that right away, first things first is the first image the customer sees is an incentive to buy right away with this big 20% off banner today, right? So right away, people are incentivized because they see that there is a big sale happening today, right? Now, you can see the way they created, right? So there is, this is the photo of the pet, and this is how they created. It looks really cute, and this is what makes people buy, right? This is one of the reasons. Now, let's take a look at the layout of the product page and why, and analyze why this is so effective. So first things first, they have a lot of reviews. I would assume those are real reviews because these guys are doing big numbers. So I wouldn't think that these are fake reviews. I would think that these are actually real reviews. So you can choose the number of pets, right? Then you can choose the background. Now this is very important. You can either choose a one color background, right? So like a solid color, or you can create your own background, which I'm going to show you just in a second when we get down to the reviews, which is basically fully customizable. So if we choose one pet on a one color background digital, right? That's kind of like the cheapest, most basic option. You can see right here that they're charging, oh, let me switch that to USD. They're charging $60 just to draw one pet digitally, right? On a solid background. Now, if we want to create our own background, and it's gonna look like this, right? So they add a candle, they add food, whatever is on the photo, or even not on the photo, but whatever the customer wants, they're going to create it, right? So they're fully customizable. Now, a custom background costs $20 more. If we click one pet custom on a canvas, it goes up to $130, right? So you can see that there are many different price points for the customers to choose from, and this is very important. This is something that I recently discovered in my business. Well, I actually discovered Pettoonies, right? And then I implemented that to my own business. So for 6 months, I was leaving money on the table, and only now I doubled my average order value just by enabling a customer to choose whether he wants a solid color or a custom color, and then also giving him the option to choose between a digital or a canvas. And this is so important because not every customer is the same. One customer comes to your store and he's willing to spend, let's say, $60, right, only. But then another customer comes to your store and he wants to spend $500, right? And so your job as a business owner is to make sure that your customers can spend as much as they want to spend, and that's super important. That increases your cash flow, it increases the profitability, because you can imagine that, you know, if they're doing one pet on a solid background digital, the profit margin is, let's say, for example, $30, right, or whatever. But if they are doing canvas, create your own background, 2 pets, the profit margin is much more higher than that. So much higher than $30. So that's why you want to give an option, and you want to incentivize your potential customers to buy more and leave more money with your business, right? So this right here is super smart. And this is something that I implemented in my own business, and I highly recommend, if you're going to be doing these custom illustrations, you look into this and you also do this, right? So then you can choose the photos, and then you add to cart. Now remember, as I said, that they're positioning this as a solo artist creating these illustrations. Well, take a look at this. It says, I'm a solo artist and I offer free unlimited revisions. And right away it says available spots right now for. Obviously this is not the case. I've been on this website for a week now, and it's the same 4 spots every single day, right? So this is just an app. But what does this create? This creates scarcity. So when a person comes, you know, he doesn't want to miss out because he likes this a lot, right? So he is much more inclined to make an order right away than wait and miss out because there are not going to be any more spots available, right? So a psychological trick, scarcity. Does it work? If they have it, probably it does. So then they have a little description here, and they have a little video here as well.
Okay, Irene, I'm opening up my picture from you.
So I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but basically it's a customer receiving their illustrations, their canvases. And you know, this is social proof. Another psychological trick works wonders. And if you can make videos of customers opening your work, absolutely add it to your website. And you see, again, scarcity, attention, due to recent big demand, you know, I can only take a certain amount of orders. If the button still works, it's your lucky day. So they're really pushing the scarcity here. And once again, about me. So they're really pushing this idea that of them being as a solo artist, which I highly doubt, okay? So yeah, these are the reviews in the end. As I remember, as you said, the custom background. So as you can see right here, this is an example of let's take a look. So this is an example of a custom background, right? Here, and then this is an example of a solid color. And I don't even think they have a lot of reviews with, okay, so this right here, you see? This is a solid color background, and all of these are examples of custom background colors. So you can imagine that maybe 80% of people that buy from them buy a custom background. And custom background for one pet on a digital one costs $80. So you can only imagine how much profit margin they have on this, right? Yeah, so this is how the website looks. Then they have the about me, frequently asked questions, reviews, and a little blog where they just have one blog kind of thing, but it's nothing special, right? But this is the most important thing. Now, how do I know that they're making $100,000 per month? Well, there is a little extension called Similar Web. I highly recommend you get this if you're doing e-commerce. So you can see right here, in January, they did 80,000 visitors, right? And usually the way it is in e-commerce is that for each visitor, you should get about $1. Otherwise, your business is not profitable or it's not working, right? But this store has a higher than average order value, right? It's not a $30 product, it's not a $50 product. Their starting point is $60, and it goes up even higher than that. So I would assume that their average order value is anywhere between $100 to $150, right? So you can, if you multiply 80,000 by 100 to 120, right, you're gonna get 100 plus thousand. So, and you can see that their traffic is super consistent. They did 80,000 in January. Their lowest month was in April. They did 47,000, which is still a lot, right? If you divide 47,000 by 30, that's going to be, over 1,000, 1,500 visitors each day, which is quite a bit, right? And in order to drive that traffic consistently, the traffic needs to be profitable, right? You need to be making money on the traffic in order to get that many people on your website all the time. So what we can assume is that this business is profitable. They're making money day in, day out. So let's take a look in SimilarWeb at where they get their traffic from. So you can see they get 50% of their traffic from social. Now, if we go to SimilarWeb here, because we want to see, okay, social is 50%, but what social, right? Because there's different socials: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. We need to see. So if we scroll down and we go to social, you can see that 99% of their traffic from social comes from Facebook, right? I would assume this they're targeting a bit of a older demographic, right? So probably women, older than usual, right? So that's what they do. And usually older people have more spare income to spend, so that's why probably one of the reasons they have a higher price point. Now, let's take a look at one of the most important things, which is their advertising, right? So if we now understand that these guys are driving a lot of traffic, they're doing a lot of revenue, a lot of profit, what is the advertising that they're doing, right? Because the number one traffic source for them is social. We figured that out. And 99% of their social comes from Facebook. So we go to their Facebook page right here. We're going to go to page transparency. And we are going to go to ad library. And we're going to see where they get their traffic from. So first off, I need to click all. And then I need to click all ads. And then hopefully it should work. Okay, there we go. So, right away, super important. This is something that I want you to understand. When you want to sell something, you want to appeal to interest, right? Emotion, and not reason, not logic. When you're trying to sell something, you're trying to appeal to interest, to emotion, and not logic and not reason. So right here, right away, you can see what are they doing. The thumbnail of their advertisements is a dog with a little, what's it called, halo, right? And so what does this tell us? This tells us that their main buyer, their main customer, is people whose dog has just passed away, right? Or they have friends whose dog just passed away. And this is the kind of the key thing here, right? If they would have been just targeting pet owners in general who have pets right now who are alive, most likely this wouldn't work so well, because I would assume that people don't really appreciate the things they have. But once the dog unfortunately has passed away, they get this ad in their news feed, and they are emotional about the loss they just have. So they're most likely to purchase this as a remembering their dog, okay? And these guys, they know that. And they know that because they've been in the business for a while, and they analyze what kind of customers, what are the notes they're leaving, right? So they're saying, the customers, when they're submitting their orders, are probably saying, hey, my dog just passed away. Could you please make him to look like he's in heaven and stuff like that. So, and because they know that, that's exactly what they're showing to the customers. So, yeah, you can see right here, the ad that they're doing, it's just a slideshow of that shows, you know, the photo of the pets being turned into the illustration. So, and it's only 9 seconds, and it's so simple. For all the pets we have loved and lost, take a moment today to remember them forever in a unique way. Hi, my name is Aren. I'm a cartoonist, and I know you love your pet more than everything. I will capture their personality and facial expressions in the drawing as a keepsake of your beloved pet. Reserve your spot here. Again, right? Reserve your spot. So these guys have it honed in, right? First off, they're targeting people who have just lost their pets, and second, they're saying, listen, we only have so many spots available, so reserve your spot today. You can only imagine how well these guys are doing, right? And then they have different ones, right? Because people have different pets. And that's also another very important thing. You can see this is one type of dog breed. Then they have cats, another dog breed, and another one. And I'm sorry, but the reason they're doing this is because not every person has the same pet. People have different pets. And so in order to best relate to different customers, they have different ads. And then they let the Facebook algorithm decide which dog, or which creative in this case, to show to which person. Because Facebook knows whether you have a German Shepherd or you have a Shiba Inu, right? It knows from the pictures you post to your stories, to your feed. And then it's gonna show you that particular ad that is going to work best for you. So that's why you wanna have different creatives, right? For different dog breeds. You can see right here, they have a customer kind of testimonial of her opening this and being all emotional about her dog. So yeah, this is what they do. They're doing this for Father's Day. They're offering some merchandise as well. So these guys are doing super, super well, right? They can also offer to draw this with humans. And so yeah, this is what they do, and they are doing insanely well. So this was an example of a drop servicing store that is doing over $100,000 per month. I've broken down their website, I've showed you the ads, and I've gave you a lot of valuable information that took me quite a while to really understand why it's working a certain way. And if you understand these points, right, if you really think about them, it will all make sense to you, right? So take a look at them, analyze this, and on this note, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And on this note, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Till next time.